to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Lawrence going to put it up right away. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play. A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And they'll run with Etienne. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. One more time with Etienne. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they ended with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 14-yard line. And Pickett going to move his guys around. They fire this one quickly to Austin. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now runs straight ahead with Warren. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. The Steelers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A handoff for Warren. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jaylen Warren, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, some strong running. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Lawrence with a completion to Kirk. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards that time. Now Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to move back in front. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. It's that old expression we love to use. Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On the give, it's Warren. And he's got room. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jaylen Warren with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Boswell good with the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit,
but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We look at this Steeler defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lawrence. Well, that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. Little lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. But back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. This is taken at the 23. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1. 2nd quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Looking to throw, Pickett. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. Fielded at about the 28. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On second down, ETN once more. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And right around the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. On the run, it's Warren. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
To the air on first down with Pickett. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Warren. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This one finds Austin out right. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Got his man, it's Warren. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a first set of downs. They'll throw again with Pickett. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Third and long for Pickett. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Boswell's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. He's still on his feet.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a run with Warren. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Here's Pickett on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. That's Warren. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Pickett. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now Lawrence on first down. Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more. Touchdown, Jaguars! Calvin Ridley, as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he's in for 2. The fake works. And they take the lead.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here, because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down 1, you kick it, you got a tie ball game. Instead, they fake it. And I keep coming back to this every time I see it. Remember, if you're faking an extra point now, the ball snapped at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, you're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for 1 extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Pickett will look to throw it here. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. He's got a man complete. Through the middle of the field. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. So now with a late touchdown, not only will they take the lead to the locker room, but they'll try and add 2 more here. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. A first down there on a pick up the 25. Gets this out wide to Pickens. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's Warren. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 146 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Warren. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
On third down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now. But he's fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Now Austin. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On second down now. It's Warren. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here comes third and the length of the football. Running left, it's Warren. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 25-yard line.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Now Pickett will look to pass it. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Second and a couple. Up the middle they go. Warren. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. Back to throw, Pickett. And it is caught. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kenny Pickett keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 15 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Again on second and 10, it's Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. And just shutting him up. Gets through, and now an opening. Still fighting for more. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jaylen Warren, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now a second and 10. Now Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Here's Lawrence. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them.
Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their 36-yard line. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Pickett. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 55 yards.
A gain of 55 yards.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Pickett back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Warren. Tackled there by Rayshawn Jenkins.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 9. an open man. It's Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Finding Pickens for another catch. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And they take a knee. And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance,